Good morning, 9th EM and HM students. Today I will start English second book Movements. मूवमेंट्स बुक को स्टार्ट कर रही हूँ, जिसमें मैंने आपको अभी तक एक भी लेसन नहीं पढ़ाया है। आज हम फर्स्ट लेसन इसका द लॉस्ट चाइल्ड, है ना, खोया हुआ बच्चा, इसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे इसमें। तो ये जो सेकंड बुक है, आपको इसको ओपन करना है और फिर रीड करना सीखना है। मैं रीड करना स्टार्ट करती हूँ। अ चाइल्ड गोज टू अ फेयर विद हिज पेरेंट्स, लाई is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there, but his parents don't buy them for him. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? It was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Come, child, come, called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old, cold stare of refusal in their eyes. I want that toy, he pleaded. His father looked at him red-eyed in his familiar tyrant's way. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you?" It was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold, as it swept across miles and miles of even land. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze, till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it, but it would go fluttering, flapping up into the air. When he had almost caught it in his hands, then his mother gave a cautionary call. "Come, child, come, come on the footpath." He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. "Come, child, come," his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove!" The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands, Come, child, come, they called to the child who had now gone running in wild capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs, converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. A sweetmeat seller hawked gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed round his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets, decorated with leaves of silver and gold. The child stared open-eyed, and his mouth watered for the barfi. That was his favorite sweet. I want that barfi, he slowly murmured. But he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded, because his parents would say he was greedy. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. A flower seller hawked a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped, and half murmured, I want that garland. But he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers, because they would say that they were cheap. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. A man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green, and purple balloons flying from it. The child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, and he was filled with an overwhelming desire to possess them all. But he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons, because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on further. A snake charmer stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like the neck of a swan, while the music stole into its invisible ears like the gentle rippling of an invisible waterfall. The child went towards the snake charmer, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the snake charmer played, he proceeded further. आज की वीडियो में इतना ही. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में आगे का पार्ट पढ़ूंगी. आप इस चैप्टर को पढ़ेंगे, क्योंकि ये जो सप्लीमेंट्री बुक है, ये इंग्लिश की सप्लीमेंट्री बुक है, जिसका जो उद्देश्य है वो यही है कि आप रीडिंग जो एबिलिटी है उसको बढ़ाएं, है ना, रीड करना सीखें आप. तो इसको आप 2-3 बार घर पर रीड करेंगे. थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे.